Hello there, my fellow tax slaves out here in the plantation of slave landia. I'll talk to you a little bit about Davos and the dirty, rotten, evil motherfuckers that are planning a reduction in the population and breeding little babies in incubators to be nice little obedient little slaves. You know, these eugenicists have been working at this for a couple of 100 years now, and nobody seems to notice. I mean, sure, you hear something about the United Nations every now and then, and, oh, get us out of the United Nations and those sorts of things, but you never really hear that these dirty, rotten, evil people want to reduce the world's population and enslave them while they fly over us with, their own private jets. Look at Davos, look at the airport, and there's hundreds and hundreds of private jets in there. Yet they want us to get rid of gas stoves, use less electricity, eat bugs, and live in smart cities. Is that what you want? Over the years, there's been all kinds of plotting and planning that these people do. Their whole lives are centered around the idea that there are smart people and they rise to the top, and the useless eaters down at the bottom need to be controlled. Otherwise, they're going to run rampant over the smart people. It's out of eugenics was born the technocracy, and you see that now with social media control, mass media control, and those kind of things. And so just slowly and incrementally, through the takeover of schools, through the public-private partnerships, through foundations, through soft policy and treaties. But the Davos boys aren't the only ones. Before that, there's the CFR, the Trilateral Commission, the Club of Rome. There's been various groups of them. Cecil Rhodes. This has been an ongoing program for many, many, many decades. And yet, everybody says, oh no, that's impossible. Well, these families, generational families, have been involved in this, and they think they are the elite. They are the chosen ones. They are the ones that know best. So what they do is they go in these universities and all and fund all this stuff and research and all. What does it end up being? Well, it ends up being, of course, eugenics. Look at what they're trying to do. These babies in the incubators and the all sorts of things to figure out how to deal with human beings. It's unbelievable, and yet it's so unbelievable, people don't believe it's happening. And they're sick. These elitists are sick. They don't have any empathy at all for anybody. These people are slowly getting what they want: a mass genocide, a democide. So what do you do about it? Well, you stop cooperating with them in the first place. One of their major things is the banking. You know, the Federal Reserve and central banks all around the world. And they want to move us toward a central bank digital currency where they control it. They can turn it off and on at any point they want. they don't like what you're saying, don't like what you're eating, don't like what you're doing at all, they just turn you off. Same thing with all your medical and all. They want to know everything about you. That's why they're moving toward chips and all. So what do you do? Well, to start with, get your money out of the system. Switch it into gold and silver or cryptocurrency like Bitcoin. Something like that. Pay cash for everything. If you've got to have money in the bank, take it out and spend cash. Cash only. Cash is king. They can't track it and trace it. That's one of the things that they can't stand. Do your own homework. Listen to nothing. Turn your television off. For God's sake, turn your television off. And start to do more important things than post about cats and dogs and what I had to eat. Start to focus on what's going on, who's behind it, and the dirty, rotten, evil motherfuckers that are fucking it up. Start talking to your friends and neighbors. Start building a community. Start growing your own food. Learning how to be self-sufficient and personally responsible. These are things. Take your kids out of school. Do some sort of homeschooling, unschooling, something other than government education. Anyway, we're down here on the river again today. Josephine's checking out her eagles before the little rain comes. Anyway, until next time, boys and girls, peace.